I'm Sheila from Moo Food, and today we're going to be looking at batch cooking. Now, for those of you who don't already do much batch cooking, it's a really great way that you can just bring loads of benefits into your kitchen. So you can basically save on money, you can make really cheap meals this way. You save time, you do all your cooking up front, and then you enjoy that cooking time sort of saved throughout the week. You get lots of healthy meals, you're getting to put in lots of vegetables, lots of really good nutrition in there, and it's a lovely way that basically your present self is giving your future self a little gift. You're creating ready meals yourself that you'll enjoy later in the week.
Of course, the one fabulous benefit with batch cooking is that it saves on waste. If you're cooking with lots of fresh ingredients, creating your meals, you've got far less waste going to landfill than you might have if you had, say, bought takeaway meals or ready meals out of the supermarket. So if you're cooking from scratch in your batch cooking, it's a great way to save waste. So for the two vegetable dishes that we're making, the mixed roast vegetables and the lentil bolognese, we've used a range of vegetables. Now, these aren't the definitive vegetables you have to use to make these dishes. We've used what we had, and we're using vegetables that we like. So the same applies if you're making a dish like this at home. Use what you've got and use the vegetables that you like. There's no point in putting something in if there's things that people in the household just don't enjoy. So use vegetables that you like.
So today we're going to be demonstrating a few different things that are really good to batch cook. First of all, we're looking at breakfast. So we're doing a granola. Now this is a granola that uses bananas, and we were lucky enough to get some bananas out of the community fridge recently. They needed eating, but they were just perfect for this granola. This is a granola recipe that makes quite a chunky, clustery granola, and it uses the bananas, it uses tahini or peanut butter depending on what you have or what you prefer, and a dash of maple syrup to make a kind of liquid, and then you add to that the oats and then whatever you like in terms of nuts, seeds, coconut, that sort of thing. So we'll be making that. We're also going to be filling the oven with some roast vegetables. So that in itself isn't a dish, but it's a really versatile thing you can add to all sorts of things. You can add those vegetables to pasta that you make through the week. You can add them to just sandwiches. You can have them with rice or couscous. So it's a really great thing you can have. You can just get it all roasted up and then stick it in a container and keep in your fridge to add to meals as you go through the week. And the final thing we're going to be demonstrating today is a bolognese. Now, bolognese is a great dish. You can obviously have spaghetti bolognese. We have filled the biggest pan I've got to make our bolognese, and one of the things we'll be talking about later on is ways you can modify it. And this is where batch cooking comes into its own, because the initial dish we make is clearly going to be the bolognese, and I don't think we want to eat that 5 days a week. So what we'll be doing is looking at different ways that you can enjoy the same base meal but be modifying it. So one of the things we'll be doing is you can serve it with pasta, or you can have it with a baked potato and keep the main dish much the same. And by a couple of days in, you might be ready for a change. So a chilli is another thing you can do with the same dish, and you add beans, you add chilli, you add a few other ingredients just to change the flavour a bit, and you get a different feeling dish that you can enjoy, and then you can serve it again with things that suit chilli better. So that might be with rice, it might be with couscous, you might go for nachos or burritos, but you get to change that meal and make it work for you to enjoy different things throughout the week. batch cooking, you're going to need a few special friends in the kitchen. So you want some containers that you can put your food in that stack neatly in your fridge and you can label up. You might also want to be freezing them, so these containers are good in the freezer. Also freezer bags, you can put meals in these and store them flat in the freezer. It doesn't all need to be a solid tub. So you can write on with a pen, and as long as it's something you can wipe off. You might prefer to put labels on and you're not having to take the writing off the lids, but you just want to make sure you keep everything labelled up and dated. So we've had a busy afternoon and we have made our granola that's cooling down nicely, ready to go in a container like this, and it will keep for a good couple of weeks. The bolognese is cooked now. There's an awful lot of it. We'll eat this tonight as spaghetti bolognese. We'll probably have it slightly modified tomorrow, maybe baked potatoes. There's a variety of things we can do with it, and then I think in a day or two we'll be turning it into chilli, adding some beans and some spices to it. And then finally over here we've got our mixed vegetables. I've got that labelled up, ready to go in the fridge, and again we can have this in a variety of ways. We'll maybe have it with pasta or on a pizza topping, but there's lots of things we can do with that. If this has got you excited about batch cooking, do look up different approaches you can take. There's loads of resources that's worth looking into, and I hope you enjoy it. Let us know how you get on.